We're actually going to move this team names up just a little bit so you can see what's going on here a little bit. So this game, Team Baron will be on blue team, and it will be purple team on JK Fave on purple team's side. So blue team, once again, banning against Snowy Devil. You saw his power in the last couple of games. They're going to ban out his Rengar. They know they do not want him to take that Rengar in the top lane. Please play Elise, is what my friend says. This music is still a little bit loud. We're going to knock it back down a little bit more. I love heavy dubstep music, but not when it overpowers anything that I'm trying to say. There is going to be that Rise ban from purple team as Team JK Fave kind of trying to figure out who they want to ban. They're banning out a bunch of interesting champions. They're going to take out that Rise and Maokai. They're going to ban out Lucian as well. Blue team did open up possibly an opportunity for the Lee Sin to be played once again by Snowy Devil. However, we'll see if that's going to be enough to win them the game. Team Baron trying to figure out what to do. They did dominate with that same setup in the games before. There's that Lee Sin ban, so that means that Snowy Devil could jump on the Yasuo if they want to pick it. However, there's still a lot of powerful champions left. I was going to play Eve. Dude, you play whoever you want to lease? Sure. They need to ban Wraith buff. I agree. Wraith buff way too OP. When that Lee Sin picked up Wraith buff, he just walked through the rest of the team, not even having a problem. There is that Yasuo ban though, so Snowy Devil will not be playing Yasuo this game. Instead, maybe playing Elise is possible. He's talking with some of the people in the chat. Play the Taboo champion. I don't think that one exists just yet, but maybe in the future it could. I've never seen it before. Listen to some jazz in the background. So you're going to be picking up the Susan, Mr. Late Game Nasus, or considering it. Late Game Nasus always dominates no matter what the case is. However, his early game is very difficult. But Zero does know, or anyone who plays Nasus knows, his Wither can almost just shut down an enemy champion completely. But no, has switched over to the Jax. We'll be picking up the Jax for Team Baron. Jax is super powerful, but that meant that they let Braum through. Braum now showing up on JK Fave team. I believe that Braum was played in the first game on Friday, and so was very useful. He was always helping his team out, jumping the allies, keeping them alive. Braum, Elise, Jax, Cass, Tristana. Pick one of those, Snowy Devil. You, Snowy Devil, you. Figure out what champion you want to play and play it well. I have seen somebody play Karthus Jungle, and they did that well. That was rather entertaining, but Snowy Devil instead maybe picking up a safe pick with the Leona. Want to get, well, they already have a support with the Braum pick. Poppy is also available. I don't know why my drink is sweating so terribly, but it is what it is. Once again, though, as what seems a common theme, the players jump onto the champions that they know they want in the first game, and then back down and slow it down in the second game. These picks have let the timers tick down instead of just insta-locking in the champions that they want and playing them. They're not having to think a little bit and figure out exactly what they want to play. Snowy Devil is going to be picking up the Elise for more than likely the jungle. We'll see how effective that is in the game. Gragas Jungle is better. Gragas Jungle is better. Play the Malphite. CC is OP. Gragas Jungle is pretty powerful. Yes, I agree. Love me some Gragas Jungle showing up and throwing down that ultimate, knocking an entire team apart. Always enjoyable to watch. But Sofa Chloe is going to be picking up this Scion pick, whether for the top or for the jungle. Sofa Chloe did pick the jungle pick yesterday in the first game of the evening and was rather effective, showing up and using her powerful stun to do massive damage as well as stop the entire team from moving. It was great to watch. Blastinator picking up the Draven though for that bottom lane ADC. Very, very powerful. I'm not getting a lot of lag on my end. I'm not seeing it on my stream. I'm sorry if it is lagging a bit. That's unfortunate. The last game went fine. We didn't have any lag issues. Why are we having lag issues this game? Rito, why you do this to me? I don't understand. The last game went through without lagging a single time. It played through without a single problem. Well, in the meantime, River SLV and Alamagicat are just trying to figure out what team they, or what players they want. In the game, Alamagicat is going to pick up that Pantheon. River SLV grabbing the Caitlyn pick, a very safe AD champion without a problem. We'll see how well that does against the Draven. Hopefully, it won't be too much of a problem. NA is the new EU West. It is not League that's lagging. It's not League lagging. It's the stream, and the stream is run by Twitch. So sometimes in high Twitch traffic hours, there can be a little bit of lag. Yeah, I'm lagging. I see a little bit of lag issue in my upload, but not a whole lot, and most of that is going to be on Riot's side of things when I'm trying to reach the Twitch, or sorry, on Twitch side of things when I'm trying to reach the Twitch server. So music is already stubbed, and we still have Reggie Jr. finally picking up Warwick and Yatsuragi on the Thresh in that bottom lane. Team Baron did have Thresh last game, and so we'll be picking it up this game as well. We'll see how effective that is, as Nagagetsu will be grabbing up that Morgana support in that bottom lane. Maybe no. That's a Morgana mid lane. Nobody trading on JK Fave team with these couple of seconds left. Nobody trading on Team Baron. So these teams are picked, and that's where they're going to go. So it's going to be a Morgana mid lane against a... I guess that's going to be a Sion mid lane as well. It's really hard to tell whether Sion's mid lane or Jax is mid lane, but it's going to be a Warwick jungle on Team Baron. So a number of similar picks by Team Baron, but instead they're going to be going in very different lanes. Sofa Chloe was jungle Sion, and now she's going to be going more than likely in the mid lane. It's going to be a Jax in the top lane and a Warwick in that jungle, as Team Baron tries to figure out what champions they can pick this game that will mean a win, whereas JK Fave team not really picking up any of the same champions. All of their champion lineup is very different. Snowy Devil on the Elise jungle, Ormast on the bottom lane support, River SLV on the Caitlyn pick now that his Lucian has been banned out, Alamagicat on the Pantheon top lane, and Nagaketsu on that mid lane Morgana. Morgana is a scary, scary team. I'm just too popular. Oh, thank you, JTC. I appreciate it. How many viewers do we have live right now? It seems like there's a whole bunch of you. Almost 20 live viewers. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Bot lane is going to struggle for Team Baron with that Draven and Thresh pick. It is very possible, unless Thresh can really grab some nice hooks on the Caitlyn, they're going to have a difficult time because of that Braum pick. Braum is super, super tanky and very hard to take down. He is one of the hardest champions right now with all of his built-in magic resist and armor. As Team Baron has a little bit more of that bruiser pick. Once again, they went with very melee champions, the Jax and the Warwick. They have a little bit of damage from the Sofa Chloe Q and Blastinator's Draven axes. However, not really too much of a poke composition. You've got some nice damage from Snowy Devil's Spiderlings, the spears from Alamagicat, Nagagetsu on the best Dark Bindings in the game. Well, I guess the best snares in the game, the Dark Binding Morgana. And then River SLV on the super long range Caitlyn, one of the best ADCs in the game. We'll see, but this will only be game 2 out of a grand total of 3 games, taking it for a win. We'll see if we'll see in game 2 which team takes the win. It is a little bit hard to cast when these teams take so long for their picks and bans, because you have to just fill a little bit of time. Can't resist the Teemo hat. It's true. It's true. Appreciate that, Vortex. I wish that I was as good as LCS, but not quite there just yet. So these teams do, however, play on a high elo level. Even if their actual elos are anywhere from silver to gold, they play on such a super high level. It is adorable and awesome to watch at the same time. So, gonna run through everyone and their champions real fast. These last 30 seconds, I actually totally forgot about that. So, already got the top lane, Jax. We got Blessinator on the ADC, bot lane, Draven, I'm sorry. Sofa Chloe on the mid lane, Sion. We've got Yatsuragi on the bottom lane, Thresh support. We've got Reggie Jr. in the jungle, Warwick for Team Baron. On Team JK Fave team, we've got Snowy Devil in the jungle, Elise, Ormast on the bottom lane, support Braum, River SLV on the Caitlyn, bottom lane ADC, Ella Magicat on the top lane, Pantheon, and then Nagaketsu on the mid lane, Morgana, last but not least. Mid laners and top laners all taking teleport. What an interesting choice in this game. And we ran through everyone and made it. Whew. Also, I'm interested to see, with all of these changes in champions, do they still have the skins that they had before, or do they have different skins now? We saw that last time. Oop, got a change in here. The team JK Fave did take the first game of these 5, and so they will be 1 over Team Baron. You know, if I actually got invited to the LCS Championships, you know I would wear my Teemo hat. Guaranteed. I would not shoutcast. Like, they would be like, look, we will pay you to come shoutcast, but you can't wear the Teemo hat. I'd be like, no. No. Even if you paid me, I'm still wearing my Teemo hat. Like, I can't shoutcast without my Teemo hat. Though I'm missing an ear. This ear, I think, is underneath. There it is. It was underneath my headphones. There we go. Little Teemo ears. So adorable. Jaximus, great skin from Zero. Blastinator with a prime time Draven. And we saw that Deep Terror Thresh last time. However, this time we've got only Dragon Slayer Braum and Death Blossom Elise for Team Baron coming out. That is Team Baron, is it not? Sometimes I get my head a little confused. No, that is JK Fave team. Excuse me. Snowy won it last time. Snowy's on JK Fave team. Snowy is the way to remember which team is which. Look at that Caitlyn rework, though. Alright, as always, we're going to see if any of these guys are pervs. There is always those pervs. Braum a little bit. He's kind of checking out Lisa's boobs. Maybe more of her waist, I guess. He also does have like a massive shield in between him. Oh, he does have one eye. See, the shield's covering this eye, but this eye you can still see out. So this eye is probably checking out under boobage. Pantheon's like, no, I'm not going to check out Caitlyn. I'm too cool for that. Thresh up here, look at that. He's got a great view of Caitlyn. He's just like, look at that cleavage. All right, we made it into the game here. Whoop. There we go. Jumping back and forth. In game, gotta put everyone in their correct positions. Bottom lane supports are going to be Thresh and Braum with the ADCs Caitlyn and Draven. Mid laners, we've got Morgana against the Sion, I believe. And then in that jungle, Elise versus the Warwick. And top lane, Pantheon versus Jax. We'll see if my prediction that Sion is going mid lane is correct. He did take the Doran's ring, so it is more than likely. And he does have that guaranteed stun. However, he's going to have to deal with the snares from Morgana. Morgana doing a little bit of dancing. Good luck in round 2, says Elise. That's the way to be. Keep your spirits up. Even if you had a bad game, you can always have a good game afterwards. Purple team, or neither team, really interested in invading just yet. We did see an invade from Team JK Fave team, I believe, in their first game on Friday. However, they have not done any invading yet. Warwick is going to be starting blue buff, and that is going to be Elise starting blue buff as well. So the jungles will end up on opposite sides, but there is always that opportunity for either one of them to actually rush the red on the enemy's jungle first, which makes things very interesting. Draven showing off his little bit of Mike axes there. I don't think so. I don't know. My Teemo hat means a lot to me. I think I probably... I don't know. It depends. If they actually paid me, I probably would go without the Teemo hat. But the Teemo hat makes my stream what it is, so I wouldn't want to go without it. That's for sure. A little bit of leashing from both teams here. Reggie Jr. grabbing that blue buff. Should smite at any second. As Sofa Chloe starting off in that mid lane. Morgana does have a little bit of an advantage there, as she does have the range over Sofa Chloe. However, Sofa Chloe does have the benefit of those spammable Qs. And now that she is going full AP, is going to have the opportunity to build a full AP and have a lot of mana regen to use those Qs. Yet Sergey looking for any possible chance at a hook on Caitlyn, grabbing up those damnation souls, as it is called. Sofa Chloe doing a nice job of just shielding through all of the damage from Morgana. We'll see how long that lasts, as Morgana is going to have her second ability in just a second and can put down that tormented soil to damage Sion further. Once again, both teams pretty even. There's a nice hook onto Ormas. Not really the target that Yatsuragi wants, but he's going to take some damage back from that and maybe even get stunned here. The exhaust is down. Purple team decided just to go hard and go ahead and finish off Thresh. He did get a nice flay, though, and Ormas now taking a bunch of damage back. Caitlyn trying to finish off those passive stacks from Braum on Draven, but not going to land. Sofa Chloe using that nice shield and a good dodge, getting a little bit of damage onto Nagetsu. However, Elise coming around from the sidelines. Sofa does know that he is there. You're going to have to back off from that. Nice job warding Sion, keeping that vision, knowing that Elise is going to go blue. Went ahead and warded in that top part of the bushes. Elise still right around the corner, but Sofa Chloe playing a little bit safe. Ormas has just used those potions and gotten his health back. Thresh as well. So both supports in that bottom lane only sitting with a little bit. Nice flash from Sion, going to keep him alive, and has burned a lot of time from Elise, who has not been able to get back into the jungle. Just now re-entering the jungle, while Warwick has been jungling this whole time. Now 12 farm, a little bit above Elise. Looks like Elise may be coming in the bottom lane, though. Once again, beautiful job from blue team warding down here as well. They've got vision. As Sofa Chloe continues to explode those shield right next to Nagetsu, get that damage harassed down. Again, Elise is right around the corner, choosing instead to go for ganking instead of actually jungling. Warwick looking to get that early 6. Ormas coming in here. They have not gotten the stuns down. There's a nice snare, though, from that Elise. Will it be enough? The flay from Thresh going to push them back. However, will the exhaust be enough to stop? There's a nice teleport from Sion, putting down here in that bottom lane. Going to do a lot of damage to River SLV as Morgana comes in from the backlines. Snowy Devil trying to throw another Q. He could be first blood. Thresh actually picking up that first blood kill as Surity decides to jump into the bottom lane here, getting a nice stun onto Ormas. That 90 caliber net keeping River SLV alive for a little bit longer. Sofa Chloe coming in, hoping to get a stun down, but no one is going to land. And that leaves Pantheon in that top lane, who did not use teleport, chilling up there and just going to farm away. Purple team happy to just be alive. But blue team did grab the first kill of the game. That went on to actually the support, but gave over an assist to both Draven and Sion. So they did get first blood out of that engage in that bottom lane, but still a good job from purple team disengaging from that, what could have been really bad. River SLV just taking a little bit of damage. Whoa, putting Yatsuragi really low. Thresh going to want to back after that. Good thing that it's so early in the game and Caitlyn does not have her ultimate just yet, because that would be really dangerous. Sofa Chloe doing nice damage to the minions with that explosive shield. Deciding instead to go for the farm instead of harassing. Yeah, yes, I would turn I missed that comment. Like, I saw the comment, but I didn't understand it until just now. Turn the Teemo hat into my underwear and wear it in secret. No one would know that I'm still wearing the Teemo hat. I just wear it on a different head, if you know what I mean. Siridi getting a little bit of damage, trying to make some fighting happen with Pantheon on that top lane, but he's playing super safe. I don't think he has a ward in that bush, but he just assumes that Jax would not jump in with a stun unless Sion was around the corner. Sion was missing from the mid lane, though, so good job from Pantheon playing it safe. 38 farm to Jax's 37. He's going to be able to farm a little bit better. However, Elise is kind of sneaking her way around into that top bushes there, so may be able to get off a nice jump on to Jax. Sofa Chloe now tanky enough to deal with any action from Morgana, really. Elise being very patient, turned into spider form. Jax really isn't pushing. There's that jump, though. There's a nice stun from Pantheon. Going to get a little bit of damage onto Zero D. The stun is going to land on a minion, and Elise is not going to get that paid off once again. Warwick continuing to just farm. 26 farm to 19. Both teams are playing a little bit safer this game, but Elise is really trying to get some of these early ganks on the enemy team members, and it's just not working out very well for her. A nice bit of damage from Jax is going to put Aloe Magic down to about a third health. However, Ormast on the Jax is about half health himself, so we'll see which one of those two bruiser top laners are going to be able to take it towards the late game. Everyone knows that Jack's late game is going to be a little bit more dangerous than a Pantheon. However, that Pantheon ult means that he will be ready and waiting for any fight that occurs across the map. Over SOV, just sitting off to the side, waiting to be able to grab some of that farm. Missed one minion there. That's not very good. Grabbing up the next couple. Yet Sergey throwing out one of those Death Sentence hooks, but it's not going to land. There's the double stun, though. Sofa Chloe coming after the jungle. There's the flash, but it's not going to be enough. Sofa Chloe picking up a kill on the Pantheon in the top lane. All of the CC stuns enough to finish it off. What a great job. Yes, Warwick got the Wraith buff. You know that means that they're going to win. Have some fun. Some fun. S-O-M-E. That's how you spell some, unless you're adding fun, I guess. I don't know. There's a Thresh getting a nice death sentence onto River SLV. However, not Getsu throwing out a Dark Binding. Not going to land, but that is still death for the Thresh. As Kelton on the River SLV going to pick up that kill. That is the way to get your ADC fed. Whether it be off of the actual ADC or the support, doesn't matter. The AD's still getting kills. Snowy Devil picking up red buff. See, that's the problem with Elise. Elise has not gotten the Wraith buff yet, and that means that she's not able to really gank very well. You got to have the Wraith buff to gank well. Last area again, a little poke from Ormast and River SLV in that bottom lane, but just going to heal it up. He does have double Doran, so he's got some extra health and damage, while Caitlyn just going for the damage has that first pickaxe from that early engage in that bottom lane. Neither of them really have health potions, so if a really big engage was to happen, it could spell death for one or the other. Maybe even both. Sofa Chloe has done a nice job this game in the mid lane, 64 farm to Morgana's 58, as well as roaming towards the top lane. Actually teleported to the bottom lane and was a huge factor in that first kill. Ormast actually trying to jump onto River SLV, but getting hooked by Yatsurgi in the middle of that. However, he's taking enough to deal with it, not a problem. Sofa Chloe turning on to Snowy Devil. However, Snowy Devil's got a little bit more sustain than Sofa Chloe. Also has that red buff and blue buff, so he's going to slowly poke Sofa Chloe down. The damage, though, Sofa Chloe trying to throw out a stun is not going to land. Natsugetsu coming in with the ultimate as well. That's going to stun Sofa Chloe and turn it around to a death. Spell immunity on Snowy Devil as the spell chip from Morgana is going to keep her alive for just a little bit longer. Leaps to a minion. The red buff from Reggie Jr. might be enough. Natsugetsu deciding just to go ahead and back from that. Kill for kill. The flash from Thresh trying to be enough to help grab the Morgana, but not going to be there. That is a burned flash for not a lot, but good attempt nonetheless, as Blastinator and Caitlyn go head-to-head down there. Draven is really powerful early game. However, late game he does tend to scale off just a little bit. River SLV deciding to go in hard. There's the ultimate from Ormast. The Draven is being taken very low health. Ormast continuing to go in despite Thresh being there, leaping to Caitlyn, trying to keep her alive. Has the exhaust from Thresh, did slow Caitlyn down, but not enough to stop her from being able to get out of that fight. Yeah, Sergey with a lot of health, while both River SLV and Ormast are sitting rather low. There's those pings. Perhaps a teleport will be coming in soon. There's a nice hook and lantern dark passage from Thresh, trying to get Draven close enough to get some damage, but no. That's going to miss, and both members of Purple Team are going to be able to back out safely. However, that does mean that they're opening their tower for Blue Team to push in, or just to farm really slowly. Snowy Devil coming there in that top lane, but Jax has a lot of wards. He just put down another one to leap away. He's got a ward in that bush. He doesn't even need to worry about seeing Elise, as he's got wards all over that top lane. Morgana teleporting into the mid lane. She's going to be able to get back just to continue farming. Now 72 farm to Sion's 87. Sion does have a slight advantage early game with the farming. However, late game Morgana is just able to clear waves without a problem with that max stacked Tormented Soil. Surdy taking a little bit of poke damage from Alamagicat with those spears in that top lane, but as it attacks, he can heal most of it back with a little bit of lifesteal, and he already has his Cutlass, so he's not going to worry too much. Both teams 3 and 2, now going back to a little bit of just a farming war. Just no towers have gone down yet, so it's mostly about seeing what advantage they can have in their lane. Surdy getting a nice stun and some extra damage onto Alamagicat, who's just going to stun him back before using his Tiamat to, I guess, get a boost in movement speed and head towards the tower. Both members of Purple Team pushing in here on the bot just a little bit. However, Draven should be able to get back to defend this tower without too much of a problem. Caitlyn kind of poking this Thresh down, maybe wanting to make sure that Thresh is going to have to back. However, Thresh does have some pretty good healing. Already has, has those biscuits. Purple Team members are going to be in a tight spot as Warwick comes in. However, Snowy Devil going to be jumping on Blastinator as Caitlyn actually gets the ultimate on Thresh, finishing him off. While on the top lane, Sophie jumps on to Pantheon once again, as down here in that bottom lane, Morgana's looking for some extra kills. 4 members of Purple Team should secure this tower as a kill, as long as Warwick and Draven don't do something incredible to stop them. All members of Purple Team are very healthy. Yep, Blue Team is just going to back off of that. Warwick and Draven not interested in giving a death. However, that is a tower for tower, as that top lane, Jax and Sion were able to take down that top lane tower. Caitlyn going ahead and grabbing this ward here in the pink ward, finishing that pink's nice job. But Purple Team with a slight advantage are going to be jumping on the dragon down here in the bottom lane. That dragon is going to be taken down very quickly by Purple Team. And that means that actually that whole engage really went on the favor of Purple Team, because not only did they get a kill in that bottom lane versus the kill in the top lane, but they also grabbed dragon and the tower. While on the top lane, they only had the tower and that one kill. So good job. I think actually that was 2 kills in that bottom lane, because there was only Draven and Warwick. No, that was one kill on the Thresh. I apologize. Ormas and Rivera Sylvie sticking together in that bottom lane. Still interested in farming, not backing just yet. Caitlyn does have some pretty good gold now that she's got an extra kill, as well as all of that farm that she's been doing. It's a very pretty 1,700 gold. A lot of Purple Team members with a bit of gold. There goes Caitlyn's, as she is going to back and buy up real fast, getting those extra potions before heading back towards lane. Braum back as well, getting the beginnings of that sight stone, so going to have a lot of vision with those wards. Both teams, as you saw last game, have an insane number of wards that they put everywhere, and this game is no different, as they just have wards all over the map. Purple Team's got 3 wards in that top jungle. Pantheon making sure that he has a lot of vision, can stay safe. Zero actually puts down a bunch of wards as well, just to make sure that he can leap to them, or be able to keep vision in case Elise makes her way up there. But 4 and 3, this game is still pretty even, just a slightly in the hair in the favor of Morgana. She did put that spell immunity on her, the spell shield, and that's going to stop Thresh's hook. Nice job staying alive in the mid lane. Morgana decides to stick around, though, instead of backing. She does have blue buff, which is going to be nice for her. The one problem with the AP Scion, as much as it is good for the damage, does mean that Scion is going to be pretty squishy, so it's going to be a little bit easier to kill an AP Scion. Ormas actually walking right in and finding both Sofa Chloe and Yatsuragi. The Sofa Chloe did put the shield down. However, that shield's going to be gone pretty quickly. Yatsuragi being taken down very quickly. Ormas jumping out, trying to stay alive. Warwick's going to catch Elise, though, underneath the tower with his ultimate, and that is going to be death. Ormas being taken very low health. He's actually going to flash just to stay alive, and that is a beautiful job from Morgana with the the Tormented Soil, which is going to finish off Warwick, I believe it was, yep, but will go down between the damage from Blastinator and Sofa Chloe's CC on that spammable stun. And that is Blue Team winning out huge in the mid lane and grabbing this first tower. Now 8 and 5. Pantheon still chilling in that top lane, has not really moved. There goes his ultimate, though, maybe hoping to save the tower, but could be jumping into his death as he leaps in, not able to jump on Sofa Chloe. There goes the shield and the stun. Chloe may be able to just burst Alamagicat down with the help of Blastinator, but Lisa's come in. There's that spear. No, Draven's damage enough to finish off Pantheon as Thresh comes in with a beautiful shield, but now Ormas is out of his limit as Jax comes in finishing off Elise as well, and that is 2 more kills for blue team. Jax coming in finishing Pantheon off. It is hard to time Pantheon's ult because it is such a long thing. However, what is it called? What is it called when it's I've got a couple seconds here to figure out what this word is. I'm gonna let it go. I'll figure it out later. But his ult takes such a long time to land. It's kind of difficult to time sometimes. And I guess he was hoping to hit the land down before the turret actually went down, but it was too late for him. And the damage from Draven really coming through as he's already picked up an Infinity Edge. You can see these ADCs no longer picking up Bloodthirster as their first item because of its changes, instead going for an Infinity Edge as the first item that they have picked up. Quite interesting. Sorry for telling Snowy to Elise. That is quite alright. It's always good to have some extra XP as well as extra XP, I guess extra learning of the champion, as well as he was the one who actually asked who to play. Chloe taking a little bit of damage in that mid lane, but the shield is just going to stop all of that. Look at that shield just wiping out the minion wave. That is the power of wave clear. Ormas chilling here. Blastinator jumping in though. Just going to back off, saying I'm not interested in really fighting it. Snowy Devil just dodging a hook from Thresh. Not really going to land. They know the dragon's going to be up, but not for another minute. So both teams are going to back off, neither interested in really fighting anything. Blastinator, with that double buff, able to chill bottom lane without a problem. But that means that blue team's going to have, or purple team's going to have to sacrifice 2 members to keep mid alive. Chloe and Yatsurugi coming in. They knew to dodge that stun as it came out. Snowy Devil throwing in a good ward there, keeping vision on it. But it looks like with the tower alive, Braum and Kelton are going to be pushing back towards this mid lane. The fight did not go so well for them last time they fought in this mid lane. We'll see if it helps them this time. Chloe's shield getting up and ready for these minions to come in. Boom! All but one being instantly taken out, and a single auto attack will finish off that other minion as well. The rest of purple team now, I guess, going back to their lanes. Elise did grab blue buff, so that means the cooldowns will be reduced as always. Caitlyn pushing back towards that bottom lane tower. Going to keep it alive against the Draven. Just going back to farming, really. Chloe still doing a nice job of farming in this mid lane. Ah, there goes everyone looking for Dragon. It will be up in about 15 seconds. Blue team did push in far enough. That was a beautiful spell shield from Morgana, just negating all the damage of Chloe. There is Draven right around the corner as well as Warwick. However, Braum, Elise, and Caitlyn are down there as well. Dragon up just now. There it went up. Purple team should be able to ward it in any second. That way they have vision on it. However, they have not yet. Blue team does have vision on it. So purple team is going to start it. Yatsurugi and Blastinator sitting off to the side. Purple team decides to back off from that dragon and not put a ward down. Chloe continuing to farm that wave in the mid lane. River SLV maybe in a bad... Look at the damage, though. Pantheon doing a nice job of ulting into that top lane, stopping Surdy from jumping up there and finishing off that tower. Pantheon does have his ultimate up and can now teleport to that ward down there in that bush. Purple team is starting this dragon once again. Nice spell shield from Blastinator. From Nazgetsu on to Draven. Will finish him off. Chloe now in a little bit of a bad spot as the CC is ridiculous. The stuns and the snares from Morgana as in that top lane. Alamagicat just keeping Surdy busy, keeping him from teleporting and helping out. In that bottom lane, after taking out 2, purple team is going to go for this dragon. Caitlyn actually jumping over the wall, possibly into danger's way. Braum is actually going to leap over, though, to keep her alive. Elise grabbing that dragon with the smite. And they are going to pick up, I think, the second dragon of the game. Yes, they got the first dragon, and this is the second dragon of the game. First game. Oh, I apologize. I totally failed that. I should put in here with the team names that JK Fave team won the first one. So there we go. 1 game to JK Fave team. However, Team Baron is doing very, very well this game. They are on blue team's side of the map and are switching it around. The game is not quite over yet, but I'm just going to leave it and not worry about it. So, should fix that in the next game, though. Now Getsu doing a nice job holding that wave in the mid lane. However, that's a lot of damage onto River SLV. There's that flash from Warwick as well coming in. The heal on the flash from River SLV keeps him alive, but no, the explosion from Scion's shield is going to mean death for the Caitlyn. But Snowy Devil and the Elise coming in as well. The rest of the team now collapsing in. The damage on Jax too much. Morgana picking up that kill, and her ultimate is already back up now onto Reggie Jr. and Scion, but it is going to break on Reggie Jr. and instead finish off on Scion, stunning him, as well as the stun follow-up from the rest of the team means that Scion's not going to be going anywhere very quickly. Alamagicat does not have his jump up. However, that snare from Morgana should spell the death of the Scion, and that is Purple Team coming back huge in this game. Now 11-10, only one kill down and tying up the gold. And that is actually Morgana jumping into this bot lane to stop Draven from pushing the tower with the power of her wave clear. That was a great fight in the jungle right above Baron. Caitlyn was caught out a little bit by, was caught out by Scion, and Warwick flash ulted to be able to get that suspend on Caitlyn, which did spell in her death. However, the rest of the team just collapsed immediately, finishing off several members of Blue Team and evening out the game once again. The comebacks are true. JK Fave with the comebacks indeed. Blastonera now finishing off red buff here. That's going to help him in his bottom lane. He has just farmed up huge in this bottom lane. Not done a whole lot. 154 farm, but Caitlyn's farmed a little bit better, 165. As well as Caitlyn has been, well, I think, a little bit more interactive with her team. She was just seen there up by that red buff. Died really quickly, but I mean, she was there for those fights, as well as helping out with that dragon kill. Well, both dragon kills, I believe. Sophocloy once again destroying those minions in the mid lane. Gonna back off though as Snowy Devil and Ormas make their way towards the mid lane here. Now I guess he does have red buff. Zero coming in, do a little bit of damage to Alamagicat. However, he gets a lot of his health back without too much of a problem. Zero just decides to go hard on Alamagicat. Will it be enough? No, Alamagicat taking low health, but not out of it just yet. He actually knows the Snowy Devil is just on the side. That flash stun will spell possibly the death. The flash leap from Zero, will it be enough? Snowy Devil following suit. Alamagicat with the ult. Kind of a waste as Elise did finish him off, but I guess just in case Jax had another trick up his sleeve, doesn't hurt to have a member there just in case. And that has tied the game now 11-11. Even gold across the board, 36,000 each, as Nagetsu tries to hold this mid lane tower. Blue team do have an extra tower on purple team. However, it has not helped them a whole lot. Sophocloy going ahead and using that Zanyos and instantly grabbing the Thresh shield to jump out of danger's way. Nagetsu flashing in. However, that ult is not going to land on anybody as they break it. Yatsurugi now just jumping out of danger's way, but going to instantly go down with the Pantheon stun, holding him in place. 5 members strong. Purple team coming in here. They did just kill Jax in that top lane, so he's going to have to walk back, as well as Cyan had to back, finishing off Thresh. They are grabbing one tower. They might be able to grab this second tower. Jax coming in here. Will he be able to do a lot to help his team out? Caitlyn's damage is going to be great, but not enough. A nice stun onto Pantheon. However, he's going to block a little bit of that. Warwick tried to jump in. He's going hard onto Caitlyn, but the spell shield is going to be great. Draven Dax is flying in, dealing a lot of damage to purple team members. Pantheon did finally go down, as well as taking out the Morgana. Draven coming in huge. That's going to be finishing up Braum. Triple kill. River SLV low health. Will it be enough though? Blastonera trying to kill some minions and Keel up on the way. Cyan is marching his way all the way up towards the tower. I don't think either of these purple team members are going to be able to hold it, which means as long as minions get there soon enough, blue team could potentially take this tower. Caitlyn is going to stick around, extremely low health. She does have her ultimate up. However, I don't think she wants to burn the mana. She wants to save it for being able to wave clear these minions as the as the minions do come up. Elise is here, however, full health. Sophocloy could just jump in. There goes that Q and 90 caliber net. Gonna jump Caitlyn out of harm's way. Pantheon once again jumping in. Elise actually managed to get out of that for just a second. However, the exhaust could spell the death for Pantheon. Morgana coming in, already has her ultimate up. Will it land on anybody? No, it is broken both times. Sophocloy doing massive amounts of damage. Blastonera finishing off Morgana. However, Morgana was able to take down Jax with the end of her ultimate. ultimate, and so that is a death for both team members. Elise, though, did go down as well when she came in just trying to hold the tower. So not only did they lose their second tier tower here, they also lost several members, 2 team members in the process. However, that tower for blue team is very, very low. Dragon up in just a couple of seconds here. They're going to make their way towards it, try to keep it alive. Murad didn't use her Zanyas. Indeed, indeed. Thank you, Raw Rim Dead, for keeping it clear on when there will be. Because if you do it by camera, there's a major delay for me. It is true. Ha ha ha. Reading the chat now. Thank you, Raw Rim Dead, though, for keeping it clear for everybody when I will be doing the giveaway. Or how I'll be doing the giveaway. You do have to be followed to be able to be a part of that Riot Point giveaway, which will be after a winner has been announced. However, this is only the second of 10, or sorry, not 10, oh my god, of best of 5 games. We will see which team takes it. This is the 3rd Dragon, though, for JK Fave team that is keeping their gold edge. However, blue team still a little bit ahead. Reggie Jr. getting stunned there as Elise throws that cocoon over the wall. Blue team backing out from this. They knew they lost Dragon. Not really interested in pushing anything else. Baron is up, and blue team do have a pink ward on it. I don't think the purple team has a ward on it. JK Fave team instead focusing on that Dragon. They know they're a little bit stronger at this point in the game, so they're taking full advantage of that, really pushing for certain objectives and making blue team have to follow them. You can see there are 3 members of blue team just kind of staying around in the mid lane trying to figure out what purple team will be doing next. Blastinator with that super strong 7-1 Draven, farming up that mid lane with 1 hits on all the minions. Reggie Jr. doing a nice job of actually finishing off that bottom lane tower as the rest of purple team was kind of distracted. They weren't really paying attention, and so they lost it. Pantheon does have his teleport up. However, I think he wants to save it for an emergency. Braum getting a nice little bit of a slow on Zero D. Will it be enough? Thresh threw out that lantern just in case. Braum going to use his ultimate, though. Zero D going to be taking very low health, and he is going to go down. I slowed it down just to see if they were going to do anything, but the fight did not happen. Purple team focusing on the Baron now. It is going to be Pantheon that actually teleports to that bottom lane to keep Warwick off of that tower. Baron now down to about half health here. Sofa Chloe is just over the wall, as well as Yatsurugi. Draven also showing up there. There's those warding going back and forth. Baron at very low health. Will purple team be able to get it? Another beautiful smite from Elise, and purple team does get Baron. However, Sofa Chloe now coming in. There is all of the damage. Pantheon actually ulting back in. River SLV being taken very low health. Reggie flashing in to grab that kill. Sofa Chloe now using that Zanya to try to stay alive, doing massive damage and stunning Nagetsu as the rest of the team comes in. Elise using that leap just to try to finish off Reggie Jr., which she does. There's now 4 members of blue team alive with 3 members of purple team. This fight is just continuing to rage. Blastinator actually hitting those little... yeah, he hit a Spiderling just to heal back. Sofa Chloe does have that shield up, but there it goes. It is going to break away as the 3 members of blue team back off. Jax, I think, went down extremely early and is now coming back, so they did lose an extra member. However, he has now made it back to the lane just to defend purple team from pushing. Purple team was able to get Baron. However, 2 of the members, Morgana and Caitlyn, did lose it with their deaths. Blastinator now 8-1, still doing massive amounts of damage to everything that his axes touch. Blue team do a nice job of defending this tower in the mid lane. It is very low help. Caitlyn could come from the side and just 2-shot it and finish it off. However, purple team doing the right job and sticking together as a team, not interested in dying. TMK, TMK, team. Oh no, TKM. Team Kelton mate? I'm not TM. I don't really know. I don't really know. No, Digi, all you have to do is talk within 10 minutes of when I do the giveaway, which I will let everyone know very clearly that the giveaway is happening. So as long as you are here for the ending of the game, you will be sticking around for the game. You do not have to talk every 10 minutes. You just have to have talked within 10 minutes once of the giveaway, which I will make very clear to everyone. It's usually I give everyone a pretty large window to be able to get in and make sure that they're part of that giveaway. 18 kills to 16. Purple team turning around very hard. JK Fave team making sure their presence is known. They are just a hair a little bit in gold, and that is due to having grabbed 2 dragons as well as Baron, maybe 3 dragons as well as Baron in this game. It is hard to keep track of sometimes. We are at the 30-minute mark as the blue team now makes their way out to defend this tower. That's a nice hook from Thresh on Yatsuragi, and that is, Pantheon decides to actually cancel his ultimate. Reggie Jr. taking very low health. Snowy Devil actually going to be picking up that one as the rest of purple team comes in. Another beautiful hook from Thresh will spell the death from Braum as Jax kills him. However, Morgana ulting, jumping in, and that stun may spell the death of her. No, she's able to use her Zhonya's and stay alive as the rest of purple team comes in trying to finish off. Blastonnaire doing a good job of using his ultimate to get a lot of damage. However, that snare will spell possibly the death of him as Morgana damaged way too much, and that is also going to be the death of Morgana as Draven's axe did finish her off. There's the ultimate from Sleep. No! Nice job of that. Zhonya's from Sion. We'll keep him alive for just a little bit longer. He flashes underneath the tower trying to stay alive. Gets a nice stun onto Pantheon. And now running his little stomping feet away from the tower. Trying to keep alive as Caitlyn continues to beat on that tower and might be able to take it. Magicat taking a little bit low health as well as Snowy Devil. But there are still a number of members of blue team that are not going to be alive for a while. Double stuns back and forth between Sion and Snowy Devil on the Elise. And that is back and forth, and 20 kills to 20. Purple team taking the first inhibitor of the game before backing off. Dragon will be up in a minute. However, no team has a word on that dragon just yet. That fight did take a while from Baron straight into that fight at the inhibitor tower. Meant that both teams really don't have much words around the map. Caitlyn wording right around the wolf buffs, wolf buff. No, it's the Wraith buff that's the one that really counts. River SLV actually backing on a ward. However, I don't think any members of Team Baron are going to be able to get there in time to stop her from backing Snowy Devil. Look at that spider speed with those home guard boots coming out. 20 kills to 20. Purple team now 4K gold in the lead with the advantage of having an inhibitor down. But this game is far from over. Nice pink ward from purple team. Welcome, K-Flick. Thank you for following. It is awesome. Was a fun game, closer one. Don't say who. Yeah, please do not say who. The game is not over just yet. We still have a little bit longer to go on it as to find out which team will actually take this game. Pretty even across the board. CRD backing off in that top lane. Blue team should be able to see that pink ward. There they go, clearing off that pink ward. Dragon is up, so they might be able to grab it as purple team comes in. Thresh doing a nice job. Actually, he lanterns his buddy over the wall, I guess just to keep him safe as the rest of purple team comes in. Jax does have his teleport up and needs to be able to get in right quick if he's going to be able to stop the team from taking this dragon. Dragon is doing a little bit of damage to Snowy Devil. Ormaz actually doing the nice job of tanking. That is going to be a knock-up on Sofa Chloe as Caitlyn comes in doing massive damage to Reggie Jr. Elise just tanks the dragon, not even caring. Jax, you were way too late for this team fight. Reggie Jr. going down to for Snowy Devil. Yatsuragi walking away, but not for long as Jax comes in, jumping in on Snowy Devil, going to stun him for a little bit. Sofa Chloe still alive, going to be doing a bit of damage, but instantly go down as River SLV is still alive. That Draven ultimate, though, is going to spell death for at least one member, but it's actually Pantheon that picks up those 2 kills. Morgana finishing off Draven as the rest of purple team is still alive. That spell shield on River SLV just keeping the AD alive completely, and that means between Braum and the spell shield from Morgana, River SLV survived just fine, actually flashing to get closer as the rest of the team 30 seconds on their cooldown, and that will be game. Magicat jumping in. Braum here to help out, finishing the game. But this is only the second in 5 games. There is still 3 chances for Team Baron to turn this around for a win. What a close game. That was incredible to watch. 0 was expected by everyone. Whoop, gotta exit the game. I forgot that. For some reason, custom games, if you're spectating, they don't allow you to instantly leave. You have to actually exit the game, which is